All right, guys, welcome back to the Real South Africa. Hey, we brought in a nice group that Phil Scott supported, and he's here as well. So we're just gonna give you a quick clip of what we've done so far. Check it out. Guys, you see, we got a bunch of Americans here from all around the earth and whatnot. So they up in here. Look at them. First time in South Africa.
Yeah,
first time.
First time.
Man, that's just the first time. There's gonna be many more. It's gonna be many more. Excellent. All right, let me get my driver together and we're gonna get out of here, okay? Y'all tired?
Yes.
Huh?
I'm ready to go.
She's tired, y'all. We're gonna get y'all guys sorted out, okay? Nobody leaves as somebody's walking away. Oh, okay. We gotta get out of here. All right, guys, we're gonna get going. All right, guys, everybody's here. They're showing up. They're checking in. They're getting their rooms. They're having a good time. They're getting a little light reception. We're going to have another one for them tomorrow. They are getting their first time in South Africa. First time in Africa, I think. They keep saying it. Yeah.
Second time, third time.
Third time?
Third time, Ghana twice.
Okay.
First time in sunny South Africa.
Yeah, it's going to be a little different.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
going to be a little
I see
different.
it already.
Yeah. Absolutely. Got a young lady over there. Got one over there. Got all the drunkards at the bar already. God dang, this guy here, y'all already at the bar drinking. You already drinking? Good luck. And that one over there, she already got her drink. And it's crazy. Got this one over there, so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time, y'all. It's gonna be a good time. All right, guys. I'm glad you guys came. It was sunny earlier, so we're still in sunny South Africa. We really appreciate you guys trusting us to come to South Africa. Everybody seems pretty nice. Everybody seems pretty excited about their time that they're going to spend here. We got a lot set up for you guys. I've told some of you guys, some people I have not told yet, but yeah, it's going to be an amazing dinner. So I know you guys are hungry, and y'all.
Yes.
You see how we do, but we're going to take care of you. We're going to take care of you, and like I said, you know, coming back, bringing your DNA back to Africa is very interesting. Some of the things that you guys are feeling since you guys have been here is probably that happening to you, and so forth. I know you guys have been told the truth about South Africa your whole lives. I'm sure you guys have been told the truth your whole lives. Okay. But it's good that you guys come and you see it for yourself. A lot of you guys probably realize when I say, if you ever seen my channel, it's going to be a grassroots movement to get this done, to spread the word to everyone. And of course, you know, I'm just happy that Phil has taken up the mantle as well. He got exposed some time ago, and he's like, man, this place is amazing, and he felt, you know, so good about it. From what I understand, that he wanted to do another trip, which we didn't know it was going to be you guys in particular, but it is you guys in particular. So this is going to be amazing. So my thing is that you're charged with, and I'm saying you're being charged with spreading the word, taking it back home, telling everybody, showing the pictures, and so forth. So it's going to be amazing. Some of you guys don't know, but in the crowd there's a brother who's spearheading the electrical vehicle craze here in South Africa. He's here. He's right somewhere. I think I saw him somewhere. Okay. There he is right there. He's back there in the back. Come on up here. Come on up here. Y'all been staring at him the whole time. Yeah. So yeah, he has a company and that's doing big things. You want to tell him a little bit about it?
Hala.
Hala's the name of the
Yeah, we're in the process of completing our prototypes in both public transportation, which is a minibus. It's mostly used in South Africa.
Yeah.
We should have 100 units built by the end of the year. purely for the taxi industry. So I'm sure you've seen the taxis in South Africa. We're making it better and more improved, and a vehicle of the future, fully electric. Just to give you an idea, that we have also been developing our own battery, which is pulsed lithium-ion battery. I know in the US you've been fed lithium-ion, and I've seen so many cars burning as well, and that's the danger of using a lithium-ion battery. Our battery is pulsed lithium technology. It's called a solid state, and it's a thermal battery, meaning it charges in room temperature. It charges when it's exposed to the sun, and it also charges using the grid. We'll be launching, I think, later in the year, and I'm hoping to invite some of you guys to be part of that launch. And yeah, in a nutshell, that's who we are, and we hope to speak to you and engage more later on.
Thank you, brother. So it's all happening here in South Africa, and other parts of Africa as well. We have got innovators, throughout the continent. So just because you hadn't heard about it, but you will, because Phil's going to be putting it out there, don't mean that it's not happening. Okay, and then I got another brother I want to bring up, and then after that I'm gonna bring up Phil, and then we're gonna go grab some food. This brother here, he's part of the AU think tank. AU is the African Union. I think he's the director here in South Africa for the African Union. So he's working on our behalf to integrate us into the African culture and all of that. So because we are an actual region, he's a friend of mine. We've been going back and forth battling about what we're going to get done, but I'm sure we're going to get it done on behalf of everybody that's here and that's not here. So, who you? Come on up, man. Who you? Come on up.
Can I bring Brenda with?
You want to bring Brenda?
Oh, wait.
She's still inside.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's over there having a conversation.
Okay.
But this brother right here, this is him. He actually works for their State Department. He's one of the directors, right?
No, I'll say my title. I'm Chief Director.
Yeah.
No, Mark and Tasha, they've just got me so involved in many things. But I think what I wanted to just say is this is probably one of the best gatherings I've been into without having to carry the titles with me, because I just feel so home, And I was just saying to Phil earlier, there's just two things that I'm passionate about, and it comes from 2001 when we hosted this World Conference Against Racism, Racial Discrimination, Xenophobia, and Related Intolerance in Durban. But I learned a couple of things. I used to live in New York some stage. I'm a diplomat by profession, just to summarize. But the two things that I've discovered since then up to now, which I really want to, whatever you are having tonight, just keep in mind. We are with a team of young black women and young men in my office. We are passionate about the issue of African excellence. This is the one thing that I think we are not touching, we're not exploiting. Just African, and if I can even go further, black excellence. If you can take that message back to the US and tell our brothers and sisters that we need to tap into that space.
Correct.
The second space is, which is actually I'm a bit obsessed with it, is the notion of spirituality, the spiritual healing that we need to find amongst each other as people of African descent and Africans. That for me, if in our lifetime we are able to just bridge those two issues, we can go into a lot of places. So I started the project, and I brought in a couple of people, and I met Brenda Sisane. She's somewhere in the crowd.
Yeah.
And Brenda is actually very passionate in the same issues, and I've been talking to her. This was Thursday when we first met. We met a lot of other people. We want to then take all of this to the rest of the African continent. I'm saying this because equally so, I'm responsible for the African Union within our foreign ministry. So when you come over here, I make time for this because we need to start with the grassroots movement, as Mark was saying, that makes sure that we understand each other. and understanding each other. We may mispronounce a name or say one thing or the other, but we'll still teach you how to say it. But anyway, no, it's a pleasure to be here. But just keep coming, keep coming. Once you get to a point where you feel that click is there, you must know that you are home, and you are really home. That's all I want to say. I don't want to.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
But thanks to Mark and to Tasha, they've been going at it, and I've been bragging about them everywhere else. But really, it's just with small steps. They become a mile, and then they become, more than a mile. So just keep coming, keep coming.
Excellent. Excellent.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
And like I said, I wish we could pick out Brenda up here, but she's doing her thing. She's a local radio presenter. We call it presenter here. She does a lot of jazz. I know back before COVID, they were setting up this big old jazz thing, and she wanted people to know here that the roots was in New Orleans. So, I mean, that was amazing. So she was using that exactly because jazz is big here, and she wanted to use that as a bridge for us to, do our thing. Fortunately for us as Americans, we have blue passports. And you probably don't know the significance of the blue passports, but it gives us a lot of opportunities to travel to these African nations. So go to these African nations. South Africa, I just happen to be here, but at the same time, you probably never seen a green passport, but that's what the South Africans carry. So they can't just rock up I say rock up, that's South Africa. They can't just show up in America, just buy a ticket and show up where we can. So it's really going to be incumbent on us, and that's what I picked up back in 2018. I said, hey, we're going to start doing this and bringing our people here, and so we can tell our own stories. And that's what we're going to do. And then you're going to be telling the story about that meal that you got. So without further ado, I'm going to have Phil Scott, African Diaspora News Channel, front and center. Sir?
Well, I want to thank every last one of you for coming, having the courage to come, because a lot of times our people like, you gonna be safe over there? Don't nothing happen to you? Like, bro, do you know what city we live in? Like, come on now. But I'm glad for y'all to take that plunge. How many of y'all first time? I asked some people, how many first time? All right, that's good. That's beautiful, beautiful. How many of y'all coming back? All right, beautiful, beautiful. And that's really, I feel like sometimes my job to do is just to get you to the continent. After that, you're on your own. And that's what happened to me back in 2018. I first went to Ethiopia, and I say, you know what? I was upset, when I first went to Ethiopia, because I'm like, I feel like I missed out. Why nobody told me anything? So I say, you know what? I'm going to do things on my own, and maybe through our platform we can bring other people, and it start happening. And here we are today. So everybody look great. Don't the sun hit different here than back home? Yes. You don't feel like it just it's just absorbing more so than kind of just touching your skin. Everything is different. The food is different.
It's kissing.
It's kissing you because this is where you belong. That's really what it is. And yes, we love our family in America. We built America. Yes, we innovated America. But you can always come to the continent too. Nobody, this whole earth belongs to God, right? So we should be able to go to any place God's children can go. And so you have a right to come here. And if they're not telling you to get out, keep coming. Bring your kids. Like I brought my kids last year, and they loved it. And I'm glad that I got to take my kids and see their face versus me in my 30s going. So it's some of you that took your family, and it's great. It's beautiful to see. So I don't want to hold y'all for too much longer, but definitely shop. Spend some money with the locals. The food prices are great. It's awesome. You go back and tell your friends, they got a Big Mac combo for $3.42 over here. I was thinking out about that. So, just imagine, we used to have that back when I was a kid. You got that here, so take advantage of anything. Even the Cokes taste different here. I wouldn't touch a Coke in the States. But here, it tastes like less sugar, less carbonation, all of that. So enjoy yourself, enjoy your time. Mark and Latasha, they put on a great tour. If they didn't, you wouldn't be here. I promise you. Because I don't want y'all to go off on me. Because you're not going to go off on them, you're going to go off on me. So Thank y'all for coming. May God bless all of y'all. And y'all just have a good time while you're in the country.
Hey everybody, what's going on? We're bringing everybody that's on the trip with Phil, spending time in Soweto. We did a stop or two. You know, people are really taking this in, and they understand, you know, now the prominence of them being here, them seeing it for themselves, not just seeing it online, makes a difference. It kind of, you know, changes their perspective on South Africa, and of course, you know, even their own existence. And I'm so glad that this is happening. So I think they've been having an amazing trip, you know, doing what they're doing. And of course, we expect you to come, or you can come and do the same thing. And you'll find out really quick that it's really, really worth it. And so again, they're finding it out for themselves, and you could do the same. And that's why we always say, come on a trip, come on a proper trip, because they have a proper guide telling them and showing them the history of Soweto. All right, guys, we got Sharif here with Phil's group, which is the African Diaspora News Channel, and he has something to say about South Africa and whatnot. So tell me what you think. It's your second time here.
Yes, I love it. It's great.
He's a man of very few words.
No. All right.
Go ahead.
No, South Africa is a wonderful place.
Okay.
Very hospitable. You're going to have a wonderful time here. And many parts, not many parts, all parts, and the people are going to remind you from wherever you're from,
Yeah.
and the best parts of where you're from. So, I mean, what's not to love about South Africa? The diversity, the different cultures. When I say diversity, I'm talking about black people.
Yeah.
The diversity in black people. It's, I don't know. You gotta ask me a question.
Oh, you got it. That's it. But yeah, it's cool here, y'all.
That wasn't good.
That's good. Guys, we're standing here in Soweto in sunny South Africa with Phil Scott. And of course, this is his third time here.
3.
Tell him about it.
Well, let me see. First time came in 2022.
Yeah.
Okay, liked it. Brought the family back 2023. All my kids, you know, even
Yeah.
my grandbaby came. And then I contacted the real South Africa and said, you know what, I want to go, but I don't want to do nothing. I said, I want y'all to do it all. So Mark took care of my family and all of that. That was beautiful, right? So I usually don't trust my family with too many people. You know, I just really don't. But I felt confident to trust, you know, my wife, like, you know, Dr. Couture, said you're good people, you know, and say you're good people. So then now we partnered again. Brought how many people this time?
43, 44, somewhere there about that.
Then you had to, you know, had a cutoff point. Cause it was
I had
too
to,
much.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's the kind of response, but it spells the reputation that they have. Understand something about me? If they did a, you know, hood rat tour, we wouldn't be talking right now.
Yeah.
So that's why, you know, we're still here, and we definitely don't mind doing more in the future.
Absolutely. So guys, we will see you guys in sunny South Africa.
Hi, I'm Trevor Noah, and I'm South African. And because I'm South African, people from all over the world insist on asking me questions about South Africa. So, I decided to make an ad to answer some of those fascinating questions. Like, how cold and snowy is your Christmas? Well, Tracy, unfortunately, we can't afford snow. Nah, I'm just playing. We're in the Southern Hemisphere, which means when it's freezing in Connecticut, it's fantastic in Cape Town. Klaus sent me this one. Can you play golf in South Africa? Well, Klaus, we actually have some of the finest golf courses in the world, but judging by your 37 handicap, you play golf? How many stars are your 5-star hotels? Brian wants to know, can I meet the lions? Well, I don't know if you want to meet them, but you can see them on safari. And get this, it's not just lions, Brian. We've got everything. There's elephants, there's rhinos, there's giraffes, there's buffaloes, there's leopards. Come on, man, expand your horizons. Ostriches. Is South Africa fun? Is it fun? Are you even watching this commercial, Michelle? Paragliding, bungee jumping, surfing, river rafting, shark cage diving, hot air balloons, hiking, cycling, wine tasting, whatever this guy's doing. Does that not look like fun to you, Michelle? Does that not look like fun? So, now that I've shown you South Africa, my only question is, when are you coming to experience it for yourself?
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on all things The Real South Africa. Thanks again.